Hello and good morning, everybody. The logo. Hey, there you go. We're back. We're back on the couch. Back in the living room. Back together again, but without Charlie.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. And we got some people in the chat already. So hope everybody's off to a good Saturday. Let's see here. We got Brandon from Comics Kings. Good morning, Brandon. You got the promiscuous time traveler. I was talking. Apparently, he's a Marvel guy now. I thought he was an indie guy, but he's a Marvel guy. I didn't know that, Brandon. Or Kyle. I didn't know that about Kyle. Rod is here, and I got a bunch of reading to do thanks to Rod. I picked up a bunch of crossover issues. So thanks, Rod. Kyle says he's moving boxes in the attic. He's probably getting ready because he is going to be competing on Sunday in the Kamigore's Winter Olympics because Monday at the Carson Fairgrounds. Monday is the launch of Winter Olympics, and he is participating. The Many Toms. What's going on, Tom? We got TK's Batcave in the chat. We got the Tony Old Wolf himself. We got Beckerman. What's going on, Beckerman? Good morning to you. We got Delphia and Kachung. Good morning to you. Ariel is here. Good morning, Ariel. Hello. Got Jason, the Southern Comic Geek. Hello, hello. Lady Fantastic, Sweet Caroline. Good to see you. Hope things are going well. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. No, I didn't. I missed Brian. What's going on, Brian? Good morning to you. Yeah, so Kamigore's the Winter Olympics kicks off on Monday with the Indie Medley, which means an all indie comics episode. There's 4 contestants competing. It should be very, very exciting. And then we got a ton of shows going on today around this house. So at some point, we'll run through all the things going on. And I think Charlie's awake, but she's just kind of dozing.
Yeah.
I did not make any pancakes yet, but hey, there's JG in the chat. Good morning to you, sir. And more importantly, my dad. His birthday was yesterday, so happy 79th birthday to Pop Pop. Happy birthday, man. I went out to dinner with him last night. They're both here. Yes, yeah, I assume you got to have both. And Archer getting coffee. All right, there you go. With Archer. So hope everybody's Saturday's off to a good start. I got some books behind me for Philadelphia because I'm talking to Rodney Barnes on Dan's channel later, and I'll post all that in my community tab. For those that don't know, YouTube channels have community tabs. And if you go along the top where it says like videos and playlists, one of them says community. And when you click it, YouTube channels sometimes post videos there that they love or that they're in on other people's channels. And that's how I use mine most of the time, is for those 2 reasons. So I think the most recent one I posted was one from my buddy Alan from Climbing Comics. He did a really cool video on Thursday, so I shared it. And then today I'll share the one when I'm on Justin's channel at 1 o'clock my time, and then the one on Dan's channel at 7 o'clock my time. So we got lots of shows going on.
Only 2 with us, though, right? Today.
2 with you right now, and then the one at 1 o'clock our time. And then I got another one at 7 o'clock. So much going on. Just so much going on. All right. Oh, it looks like everybody's saying happy birthday to Pop Pop. Yeah, you got comic book friends now, Dad. He's like, I didn't know I would have comic book friends, but not since you were a little kid reading Shazam when he was called Captain Marvel and the Marvel family. That's probably the last time you had comic book friends, right? All right. So I got a small stack of books here. some things that I bought this week and some things that I read this week. As I mentioned, Rod and several others have decided to tell me how great crossover has been lately. So Fire Guy Ryan, Rod specifically, though, have been pushing me to check this out. So I ended up going back and getting issues 8, 9, 10, and the newest issue that dropped this week was 11. So I ended up grabbing the back issues on crossover to read them. Part of me was like, I'll read it in trade, but then Fire Guy Ryan sent me a couple of images from issue 10 that I was like, I need to check that out. All right, I need to go get that. Chillmonger's in the chat. He says, I only use the community tab this week. There you go. A poll on Star Wars or the MCU. See, yeah, they can sometimes post poll questions. There's lots of fun things that can happen on the community tab, but sometimes, you don't notice what they're doing on those tabs. Just something to look out for. JP is here. Good morning, JP. Good morning, Michael of the Downright Nerdy Podcast. Good morning to you. Don't take too much blame for that, though, right? Jason Sean Alexander from Philadelphia was on Not Near Mint. No way. So that's the artist for Philadelphia and Nita Hawes, these books behind me here. That's cool. That is awesome. I mean, he is super talented. His work is definitely pivotal to what makes those two series so great. So that's awesome. Let's see here. Never use the community tab. So the way you use it the first time, Tony, goes like this. Let's say you're watching a video like this one, and you're like, I want to share this. This is a great video. There's a little button underneath the screen here that's got like a little curvy arrow, and it says share. When you click it, one of the choices is make a post. So then you can basically share this video with a little title where you can write like, John is teaching me how to share things on my community tab. And then you click the share button, and that video now appears on Old Wolf's community tab. He now has shared a video. And you can do it when you're on somebody else's channel. So let's say last week when you were on my channel, you can share that video so that people who are subscribed to Old Wolf, but maybe not subscribed to me, can find Old Wolf on other shows, things like that. Something to think about. So this coming Wednesday, Lady Fantastic is saying on Not Near Mint's channel, Rob Worst's channel at 9 Central. That is awesome. That is cool. I definitely need to be there for that. Let's see. Got everybody. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's how a community tab works. It used to be that you didn't get a community tab until you hit 1,000 subscribers. But I think they've changed that retroactively and made anybody who wants to can have a community tab. Just something to mess with. Some people like it. Some people don't. I am obsessed with it. I love it. And I try to share a few people's videos every week, along with any shows that I'm on, so people can find them. It makes it a little easier to find those videos sometimes. Star Wars is better than the MCU always.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with it either. Sorry, Kachung.
I like Star Wars, but I pick any more movie over Star Wars.
And I'm saying for me, it would even go Star Wars and probably Star Trek and then Star Wars. I would actually stagger it so dramatically. Wait. But I'm a Trekkie, so what do you expect? Everyone has access, not just see, it used to be, I think when I hit 1,000 subscribers, it wasn't like that. That was my main thing for trying to hit 1,000 subscribers is I wanted the community tab. But now it's available to all, yeah. It's still not available on the iPad, which is how I do most of my watching. There you go. Interesting. I didn't know that. The Filoni episode of what? The Filoni episode of, I mean, doesn't he do Dave Filoni? He's the guy who is, he did all the Clone Wars shows. And now he's doing Mando and Boba and all that stuff. That's what he's talking about. So maybe he means the new episode of Boba Fett. Could be that.
Yesterday was Friday. Did they come out
there on Friday? It is. Lady Fantastic. They come out on Wednesdays, I think.
Oh, okay. Like how
Loki
used to do it.
I am legitimately like 3 episodes behind, I think. I think I'm near that.
Is it boring?
Sorry, JP. I prefer Trek. It's just me. Star Wars equals boring. New word for boring. Oh, okay, interesting. There you go. I mean, I don't hate Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I still enjoy Star Wars. I just like the others better. What is up, Sleepy Reader? And specifically, though, I'm taking into account all the TV shows, not the movies. If you just put movies versus movies, then yeah, Star Wars is probably better. But the best Trek stuff happens on the shows. You know, the best new next generation stuff, the best original stuff, almost all of it happens on the TV shows, not in the movies. So if you're talking about movies versus movies, Star Wars might win. Show versus show, Trek definitely wins. Combined, that's going to be a person by person basis, I think, you know. Good morning to you, chat. I hope things are going well. Trek is for philosophers. War is for meatheads. Oh my gosh, Lady Fantastic. Hot take. Charlie's here. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning to you, Robert Galvin. Hope you're doing well. Trek, fill in the blank. I'm with you, John. I mean, it's a preference thing. You do you. Another Bay Area homie, my soul brother. What is going on to you, Kirk? I hope things are going well, man. Star Wars is completely overrated. Ooh, now I'm sorry. I did not mean to start this pot. Yeah, I'm just stirring a pot here as well. Holy cow. Yes, Monday we have Comic Gories. The Winter Olympics is launching with the Indie Medley. So there you go. I'm always a fantasy guy. That's why I like Star Wars over Star Trek. And I'm a fantasy guy too, but I mean, there's a ton of fantasy in Star Trek for sure. Phil is here. What is going on? Phil's Nerdyverse. He says, first time being able to catch the show live. Got to say hello. Thank you so much. I hope your kids go up to love comics too, because we definitely need more kids reading comics. Right, Charlie? Charlie's got some books because we're going to be on a show later. Can I have that other one? Later today at 1 o'clock, we're going to be talking about Ultimate Spider-Man with, this is the 7th volume, I know, with our friend Justin over at No Good Comics. So just something to be aware of. Nunya says Trek is boring. And I get it. I get it. Sleepy Reader says he chooses Trek. There you go. Look, I didn't know there were so many Trekkies. Until recently, Star Wars was about one family and Trek was about humanity. Ooh, that's a deep thought, Big Will. That is a very deep thought. Trek is what rocks me to sleep at night. I mean, that's not a good sign, is it? Q. Yes, I have yet to show my girls one of the episodes of Star Trek with the character Q. I think they will definitely freak out.
Is he from the new one?
He's from the Next Generation, yeah.
Like
little donation for the Bagel Fund. Uh-oh, got to play some branded videos here. Let's see what we got. What have I not done for a little while? How about some monkeys on the bed?
Mama called the doctor. The doctor said, no more monkeys being on the bed.
No more monkeys. How about some hula dancing?
Literally just going like.
Yep. And we need some dogs from my pop. Happy birthday, Dad. Riley was so happy in that place. That's where you go. Kirk grew up a Trekkie and a Warhead. I mean, I liked both. Absolutely liked both. But for some reason, it just met me I felt another way. I'm totally ready for Comic Gory, says JP as he rushes to his computer. There you go. Ooh, I don't even know what that is. Foundation is better than Star Trek. I don't know what that means. Gore says Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, Farscape, all of it better than Saga. Oh my gosh. Ultimate Spider-Man is a great read. Justin is going to only be talking about the first 7 issues today at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. So you could easily get online and read them. They read really quickly. You could read all 7 issues and be in the chat for it. So be ready for that. Trek is fine, but just fine. There you go. I apologize. I was just sharing how I use the community tab. We love you, man. Chillmonger is awesome. You guys should definitely check him out. He's awesome. Plan 9 from outer space. That's a big statement. Been talking about starting Trek from the beginning and going through them all. I mean, we'll see you in 2070 at that speed. That's a lot of that's a lot of show. That's a lot of show. I think we should start a show where each week we watch a Trek episode from beginning. Now, that's what Perry has been doing. He's been watching the original Trek. I think he's 4 episodes or 5 episodes into the original Star Trek, and he's been enjoying it. There's my girl. What is going on, Jennifer? I'm supposed to hang out with her tonight at 7:00 Pacific, my time. We're going to be talking about Philadelphia and all things Rodney Barnes. That should be a lot of fun. Star Wars was in my life well before any Marvel. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a part of it too, right? When you got connected to it and what it meant to you at that time. Nostalgia. The girls have been watching and reading Marvel way before they were doing Star Wars, I think. So in that way, you had Spider-Man in your life before you had Luke Skywalker. So in that way, maybe that's part of it as well. I don't know.
But I don't know. I like, the one with Daisy Ridley?
Lord of the Rings beats them all. I might be there for that. But if you throw in The Hobbit, then that pulls the Lord of the Rings down.
Yeah.
That's my girl. Star Trek. Sorry, what were you saying, Kate?
So I like the original saga with Luke.
Right.
Young
The
Luke,
original 3 films.
But I don't like the other ones as much.
The Rey stuff and the Anakin stuff.
Yeah, the last one, it just got way too complex for me. It was good. I liked the other ones more.
That makes sense. He's watched Next Gen, Enterprise, and Voyager. That's a lot, man. Wow, that is a lot. Good for you. Show dedicated to the adventures of Q, confounding in civilizations across the universe. I mean, I'm in for that.
Was that Foundation? Or
I don't think so. Star Wars reflects on our current world. Star Trek is what humanity should strive for. Well said, Jay. Star Wars, long time ago, fantasy. Star Trek, what we humanity could be, right? Strive to be. Robert, you are my Trek brother, right? There you go. After those Q first issues of, oh my gosh. You need to keep reading so darn good. I don't even know what I'm trying to follow along, but I'm getting lost here. I need to catch up. I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. Rodney Barnes is going to be so much fun, right? Don't stop at 7. It's incredibly good. Okay, there you go. The Lord of the Rings books are so good. I absolutely agree. My daughter super resents adults who've been trying to force Star Wars on her whole life, and she's 13 now. I mean, I get it. It's all about the right time in your life, right? What is going on, Michelle? Good to see you this morning. Hope things are going well. Kate's voice is maturing. Is she getting a deeper voice?
Really? It's probably just my morning voice.
John would not let me watch a Lord of the Rings movie without trying to explain what was happening. I mean, I did have to narrate it a little bit to give him preference. It's the same with my mother-in-law when we went to go see Hamilton. The girls had to perform it with me and explain all the songs before we went because she was like, I don't know what this is all about.
Did we really have to do that?
Yeah, we did the entire show right here in the living room. We put the CD player on and we went song by song explaining what it was about, and you girls were acting it out.
Wow.
It was amazing. It was incredible.
We got to do that again.
I'm saying worth the time. Trouble watching the streaming only Trek. Too many platforms. I agree. What's up, JD the Raging Cajun? Good to see you. Books better than the adaptations. I mean, obviously.
That's true for most things.
I finally caught up to the chat. My gosh, I've never been that far behind on the chat. I say one thing about Trek and Wars, and it just runs. It exploded like crazy. Mm-hmm. All you really missed, Tony, was we had a Trek versus Wars discussion. I forgot to clip the Kate sneaking the pit sniff from 2 weeks ago.
I don't even remember doing that.
So that's Kyle. He lives right in our area. We should go hang out with him at some point. It's got to happen. So anyways, the only books I've shown were Crossover. I've got to read the last 4 issues of Crossover. I did see, and I don't know if Jen noticed it, in issue 10, they took a really funny shot at Scott Snyder, who I've been kind of hating on lately. So I thought, well, now if they're taking shots at Scott Snyder, it may be my kind of book. This week, I only got 4 new issues. And of course, one of them had to be the latest issue of Nita Hawes' Nightmare blog. And I love these Saturday Evening Post homage covers. There's a couple behind me here. They do a great job of using the look of a Saturday Evening Post, but adding some kind of a dark monster drama to the cover. So good. Oh, good Lord. How we doing here? Trek, Lord of the Rings. We covered all the bases. Yeah. All the good nerd culture, I don't know, formats. Mm-hmm. And Charlie is still powering through some Ultimate Spider-Man. You're trying to read all of it again, huh? You know, we're only talking about the first 7 issues, right?
Okay. A lot happens in those first 7 issues.
Yes, it's all the origin story stuff. It's basically that first movie with Tobey Maguire is kind of what it is, more or less. On the DC front, the only thing I bought was Dark Knights of Steel, where we continue the fantasy world of Justice League. And this one gives us our villain, or at least a villain. It's interesting. Charlie is still reading the Hardy Boys. Yeah, she's read all the Hardy Boys that we've got, I think, right? Or most of them. Almost all of them. Let's see. Jen is definitely hooked on the spice. Yeah, we did not get to talk about Dune. Sorry. That was my bad. John, that is one of my favorites. So good. There you go.
Can we talk about Dune or no?
Yeah, the Rockwell homage cover is really great. Sorry, there was a comment that I wanted to catch here. Did you girls watch the Eternals? Did I miss a chat on it? We will definitely talk about Eternals today.
Yeah.
After Kate gets a chance to talk about Dune. Oh, Narnia. That's a good one. Narnia's a good one.
How's the lady from
Nightmare Blog is one of his favorites. I've been really enjoying it too, Robert. You should watch tonight on Comic Chop News at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 Eastern. We're talking with the writer Rodney Barnes. So it'll be me, it'll be Jen, it'll be Dan, and Rodney. So you got to be there for it. I think you'd really dig it. You could ask some questions in the chat. School has lots of Hardy Boys. You got to have Hardy Boys, just like Nancy Drew. Okay, so let's pause. Dune, hit it.
I don't know. It was kind of, I feel like it was like a few hours of wasted potential.
Didn't care for it.
It was okay. It was pretty long, and it's like a multiple part.
What's up, Marvin? Comic creator Marvin is in the chat. Good to see you, sir.
It's like a multiple part movie, and they're making a second part supposedly.
Okay.
But,
yes.
I don't know.
I think they've already gotten
long.
They've already gotten the money. I think they're already planning on the second one,
right?
It
sold out, so it was like a lot of money that they made. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like Timothée Chalamet, and I liked Zendaya.
I know you're a Timothée Chalamet fan and a Zendaya fan.
And like Oscar Isaac and Rebecca Ferguson were all really good in that movie. Like there was no problem. I had no problem with the acting. It was just
the look of it. The movie looked
aesthetically
cool.
pleasing.
Aesthetically pleasing. Ooh. Yeah, I agree. That's the filmmaker who did what was the Alien movie that you and I like so much? Arrival.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
It's the same director who did Arrival. So it has a really good look to his films, right? What's up, TM? And Lucy is in the chat. Mama Comic, good to see you. And Eric, Azores. Man, look at all these people.
But it was, I don't know. It felt like it was too long. It was like 3 hours long or something.
It was very long.
It was very long. It was very draining.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's hard to follow anyways because it kind of starts in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I had a ton of issues with Dune. I didn't really emotionally connect with anybody, so I felt like I was kind of kept at arm's length from anybody. I didn't really feel like there was enough done to draw me into their lives and the things I'm not talking about them needing to be emotional characters. They can be stoic, but there are ways with good writing and cinematography to put me in their shoes and have me feel something for them or what they're going through. But I felt very much at arm's length from them. Like I was watching stuff just sort of happen to people that I didn't really care about.
Yeah.
And I think in that way, they really didn't do a good service to that universe and those characters.
Mm-hmm.
That was my big drawback.
It was like a cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I also was expecting.
You got to look over here. The microphone's over there.
I was expecting more for like Zendaya's character.
Yeah, she's hardly
like
in it. She's
5
like
minutes.
Yeah, I don't think she has but like 2 lines or whatever. Most of the movie, she's just like in his dream.
She looks like she's in a perfume ad every time she's there. She's like around the rocks.
Dune
like,
perfume.
Yeah, it smells like sand. Like woohoo.
Martin says they left out some really good stuff with Jessica when she's trying to find out who the traitor was. Interesting. From what I hear, it's one of the most impossible concepts to try to make a movie out of. So could be it.
Yeah, that also. It wasn't a bad movie. It was just really long and like it was just like packed with information that you didn't really understand.
And from what I heard, it was mostly the like setup to the main story, which would be the next movie. But like, it's a lot of setup.
Yeah.
There's a lot of setup. And I don't know if I really would ever want to watch it again. That's my problem.
Me neither.
I don't know. A Dune TV series would probably have been a better way to go. Chillmonger, I totally agree with that. That would probably make better. Dune perfume smells like sand. It's like Kramer's Perfume the Beach. So good.
But I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I liked watching Timothée Chalamet on screen because I've never really watched any movies with him in it.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't done that many movies, and most of them are not super kid friendly. But he's very talented. Very talented actor. Ender's Game book is definitely way better than the movie. Although I didn't hate that movie, Kirk. But yeah, I get you. Sand, eau de parfum by Dune. Says Kyle. When she's old enough, just read The Meta Barons, one of the best graphic novels of all time. There you go. The scene with them watering the trees was a waste. I feel like there were a few scenes that I could lump into that, but I'm not a Dune-aholic. I haven't read any of the novels, read any of the comics. I don't even really remember the original version of the movie. I mean, I've seen it, but I don't remember David Lynch's Dune very well. So I went in pretty blind and just hoping to have a great experience because I've loved all of that filmmaker's other movies. And I thought, oh, well, he's going to give me something great. I just felt like it didn't have any emotions. Bearded Comic Bros in the chat. Charlie, what's up? You hiding in the corner? Oh, she's just sort of waving from off to the side. Kyle MacLachlan was so hot. Let's see.
Who is that?
Who? He played the Timothée Chalamet character in the original movie. Now he would probably look like a very old man by comparison, because that movie came out in the early 80s, I think, somewhere. So, Perry, what's going on? Good morning to you, Perry. Yeah, I didn't care for it, Lucy, but that's just me. It is what it is. Should we talk about Eternals? The Eternals.
Yes, another long movie.
Another long movie. That we didn't love. Uh-huh. I will legitimately say I probably liked Eternals more than The Ladies in My House.
I didn't hate it. I expected it to be a lot worse.
She hated it.
I did not. I didn't hate it. I expected it to be a way worse, so that like it was better when it was like it ended better than I thought it would. But I don't know.
I think it is beautiful on the screen. Yeah, the cinematography, the set design, production design, all of it was beautiful.
Even the costumes that they wear.
And we're talking about Eternals and Dune with that sentence. So I personally enjoyed Eternals. I did not love it because I did feel like they kind of tripped a couple of times in making the story really interesting and relatable. I think sometimes they just made it long and they didn't really make it, again, not very emotionally impactful. It felt like it did not. I think people who hated it, I was just kind of shocked. But I went in with super low expectations, maybe like Lucy is saying here. I went in thinking this is going to be just horrible. Like, is this going to be like just the like Batman and Robin? That's what the reviews I heard when Eternals came out were. This is going to be like Clooney's Batman. Like that's how
So
bad people were saying the movie was going to be. And I think that is way off base. Like I don't even think this is the worst Marvel movie. Like, and the Marvel movies are uniformly better than Batman and Robin. So that anybody who tells you that it is just like it's Batman and Robin bad is way off base, in my opinion. I think yes, it did its job. It explained what was needed and gave no more, and very nice to look at. But I was just shocked by how badly people were ripping on the movie.
Like pretty to look at,
and I can get this review as much as I can also get the people like Lady Fantastic who really enjoyed it. And they are unusual, odd sort of superheroes. They're an unusual crew. The only thing that Robert really liked, was the Celestials and wanted more of that. But I think, yeah, they're going to save more Celestial stuff for later. Kyle says the negative reviews were greatly over-exaggerated, and I totally agree. However, I strongly dislike having to adjust expectations before going into a movie. Yeah, this is the comment right here. TM Nerdy is spot on. Dark World, Thor: The Dark World, the second Thor movie, is so much easily way, way worse. It is 100 million times worse, like on another level worse. So that was me. It's probably in the lower third, but still that elevates it above a lot of other comic book movies in a significant way. Yeah. So there you go. Looks like everybody's. So that's what I would say to somebody who's like, I didn't see it. I heard it was horrible. I'm not going to see it. That I definitely pump the brakes on that a little bit. I cried to seeing my favorite actor in a Marvel movie, Don Lee. That it was totally my hormones fault. Eternals isn't as good as Batman and Robin. Chill out. I did like Shang-Chi better. Absolutely. I liked Shang-Chi better, for sure. But I don't love the ending to Shang-Chi, so that one was always a little... They did do Malekith wrong. They did not do him very well in that. I'm the only jerk who liked Dark World. Black Widow is unbearable. Well, everybody's got their own flavors. I'm okay with that.
It was okay.
Kachung says, haven't seen the new Dune. He's an original Dune fan. The story deserves a series. Yeah, I think most people feel like to really do it right, you need a series. Let's see here. Eternals have never really been sold even in Kirby's day, so expect the movie to be a blockbuster is disingenuous. Ooh, interesting statement. There you go. Dark World, Iron Man 2, Hulk, Ultron are all worse, according to JP. So there you go. And
I liked Ultron. I
like Ultron more than most, mostly just because I can get a ton of joy out of watching those actors all together. Mm-hmm. Watching Iron Man in the Hulkbuster suit fighting Hulk.
I liked seeing Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen getting her powers.
Quicksilver.
Right? That final battle in with what is the city called? I want to say Sokovia. Sokovia. So all that stuff I can get really behind.
I don't really like. I feel like the relationship between was that the one where it was Black Widow and Hulk
started with a little romance in Ultron.
God, I hated that.
You don't like the sun's getting pretty high in the sky, buddy.
It was funnier in Ragnarok. I wish one of the dudes had done it because that would have been so funny.
You don't like the idea of Hulk and Black Widow?
No, I just think she's too cool to have a dude.
She's too cool to have a dude, so she'd have a chick?
And he's too nerdy. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own flavor.
It felt forced. I don't know.
Okay. It's Beauty and the Beast, don't you understand?
Yeah, but it's
But is that the same logic behind why would Belle end up with the Beast? She's way better than him. He is definitely lucky.
Also, why do his clothes?
But she's got that sweet library where he can just sit and read all day.
Probably just married him for the books, bro.
Marry him for the books. Fact.
Also, in that movie at the end.
I mean, I'd marry him for that library.
Yeah, me too, bro. But if it was fiction, if it's nonfiction, I will not stick with him. But
JP is with you on that one. Everything Comics is in the chat. Bob, what is going on, my man? Good to see you, sir. You're agreeing with Charlie, says Chet. What is Charlie saying? She's just reading in the corner. Does anyone think that the bracelets that Festus creates for the Eternals in order to connect them to the Unimind are the 10 rings? Too. They do seem very similar. Shout out Ariel Red, nailing it.
Guys, when you guys
dudes are overrated. They're simpletons. They get in the way.
When you guys said we're talking about the libraries, I said ew. You know, you guys.
He meant Kate, not Charlie.
I don't know who you were talking about.
Oh, you were saying you because marrying somebody for their library?
Mm-hmm.
Also, okay, you know the.
I mean, I would for that library. You've seen the library in Beauty and the Beast, right?
You know the live action version of Beauty and the Beast, right?
Yes.
So
with Emma Watson.
Yeah, when he transforms from the Beast to a human at the end, his clothes literally still fit him. How does that even work?
I have no clue about that.
His whole wardrobe is like.
That's a Hulk problem. Right? Because it happens to Hulk all the time where he becomes the Hulk and the pants stretch and then he shrinks back down and the pants shrink back down. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of in that place, JP, and I've watched it now. I think I've seen it 3 times, the Black Widow movie. I just really dislike the ending to that one and Shang-Chi. I think they tried to like go way too big. I don't buy I struggle with the ending with her like falling from space and like climbing through things and whipping out sword, like the whole thing of her falling down from the aircraft carrier. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Who?
Black Widow, when she and
and Yelena. She tries to catch them.
She and Yelena and the Taskmaster, the female Taskmaster. I like that whole fight at the end. I was like, oh, it's so lame. It's so lame. Former LCS owner used to joke that he married his wife for her comic collection. I mean, there you go. Let's see. If he marketed those pants to women, he'd be so rich, right? They're like the ultimate yoga pants. Yeah, falling from the aircraft carrier is bad. See, I just don't. I wanted them to do stuff that made sense for her, like where she's not doing stuff that Thor would do. They made her a little too much like Thor at the end, and I was like, ugh. And I didn't care for the whole, like, now we've got a dragon. Why? Just because let's get a dragon in here. I wanted father versus son. That's what we really just needed. I didn't need the dragon stuff. That was me. Whatever. But everything up until then in the Shang-Chi movie, I really digged. I thought it was cool. But yeah, I mean, I wanted more kung fu fighting and less of the, like, mystical dragon stuff. But that's just me. Especially right now for pregnant women. There you go, says Lucy. It's a special kind of magic. You're right. They will go after your comic collection when you get divorced. Then don't get divorced. That's what I'm talking about. Right. I only have 2 other books that I got this week. I got the Daredevil, the Woman Without Fear, with Elektra there, looking all boss. Mm-hmm. This has been a fun series, a tie-in with the Devil's Reign thing that they're doing. Thought that was really good. And I got the final issue of Chip Zdarsky's New Burn. This is like a detective crime comic. If you're a noir fan, if you're a Chinatown fan, if you're a Maltese Falcon fan, this is a 3-issue miniseries by Chip Zdarsky that's an Image comic. New Burn is a really fun little simple read. You might really enjoy it. It doesn't really require a bunch of purchasing, just those 3 issues. And there'll probably be a little mini trade here at some point. Have to see Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and you did watch Eternals. Not the best. Needs much longer to flesh out. I mean, with that many new characters to introduce, that's the biggest challenge for Eternals, I feel like. You got to introduce a ton of characters and put a story together. It's really complicated.
Yeah, there was so many characters that I had to keep track of. I can remember all of their names.
Nice.
Nice.
I can't remember any of their names either. I mean,
I
most of them I just know the like god that they're based on. Like Hephaestus became Festus.
Festus.
Whatever that one.
I mean, like
I just
can
know that they're
remember
based
a
on
lot
certain
of them,
gods.
like Sprite,
Beep beep beep.
Sorshi. What's her name?
It's called New Burn.
Cersei.
Mike. It's called New Burn, and it's a Chip Zdarsky 3-issue image series, and you should be able to find it at your shop. It's nobody's like specking on it or anything like that. I don't know when they're gonna have that trade. John is 20 degrees hard pass. It's been like 30 degrees or 35 degrees when Charlie and I get to school in the morning. That's cold enough for me. I don't need 20
I bike
degrees.
in that.
Yeah, you do bike in
down a hill.
Down a hill. You need like a face mask.
I need
shield.
like a big shield.
You need to be like.
It's actually not that cold.
Okay.
It feels colder when you hit the bottom. Because you're finally like, woo. That's cold. Yeah. But your hands are like cold for the rest of the day. So yeah, but everything else is fine. I usually like put my sleeves up because it's so hot when I'm going down, which is kind of weird.
Chet, hit the gym. I'll catch you later, man. The actors playing the main characters in Eternal were not strong enough to carry that movie. Cersei was supposed to be the main character, and she felt like a side character the whole time.
What was the guy?
I think there's just too many characters. It's a lot to manage. So you need it's a different kind of challenge than just directing a good movie. You've got to manage all those different notes at all different times. It's a lot, and I don't think it was managed as well as could be. Chip Zdarsky is a huge talent. There you go. It's easy to imagine New Burn as a TV show or New Burn as a movie, like totally. Yeah, it's only 3 issues. This was issue 3, and it ended the story arc. I'm sure they're going to do more later on, but for right now, that was the end. My wordplay got unappreciated. Sadly, walks away to cry into a pile of comics. Did I miss a wordplay? I'm sorry about that.
Go back up.
I'm always happy to have more Salma Hayek. Always need more Salma Hayek. Old Burn. Wah, wah. Yeah, you should sadly walk away.
Is that the...
Go cry in your comics.
Oh, Icarus. That was what that guy's name was. What
Icarus?
Was the movie star guy. He was so funny.
The movie star guy. Kingo. Yeah, Kingo.
Oh my God, he was so good.
John Charlie. Woo-hoo. He's a comedian. Very talented, funny actor. Kumail Nanjiani is his name. He's hilarious. And if you haven't seen his movie, The Big Sick, I can't recommend it enough. Kumail Nanjiani is a comedian, and he's been in several shows. He is Kingo in Eternals, but he also wrote his own movie and starred in it, and it was about his own life and how he met and married his wife. Because they went on a couple of dates, they started dating, but he was worried because his family wouldn't accept him dating a white girl. Oh. So they broke up, and then she fell into a coma. And seriously? Yeah, and he had to like take care of her. and her parents came to visit to check on her and moved in with him for a little while. So, but they had broken up. He was like watching over her in the hospital and spending time with her parents, but they were broken up. It's very awkward and really just an amazing movie called The Big Sick. She helped him write it, but she's not in the movie. They hired an actress to play the wife. Really great. Super chat from Simon R. You're going to get the dolphin laugh. Hopefully Ariel is still around for the dolphin laugh.
Hey?
And we got this one. Thank you so much, Simon. I appreciate that, sir. He was also on the show Murderville on Netflix, just one episode. I will check that out. Nice. I mean, he's a very funny, talented guy. So I was sad that he didn't get a ton to do in Eternals, but I was very glad to have him in the MCU because I do think Kumail Nanjiani adds a lot to whatever he's doing. And I like it.
He kind of like left halfway through the movie, and it was kind of annoying. He wasn't even there at the ending, and I was like, "What the heck?"
He was the
best character.
He's the comedic relief, right? He's the silly, funny character.
Yeah, he was the best character.
But I thought he was. Nothing is going to ever be as good as his movie, The Big Sick. It's just great. And if you get a chance to watch it, I think it's always on Netflix because I want to say Netflix owns it. That they paid to get the movie made. So if you have sorry, not Netflix, I messed that up. I think it's Amazon Prime. Anyways, if you have Amazon Prime, you can probably get it for free and watch it. So The Big Sick, big thumbs up. I'm trying to think. Was there other stuff you wanted to cover today, ladies?
Not really.
The girls are excited because in little over 3 hours, we're going to be on Justin's channel talking about the Ultimate Spider-Man, Bagley and Bendis. It's on Amazon, says Mama Comic. There you go.
Good segue.
Bendis and Bagley Ultimate Spider-Man, specifically only issues 1 through 7. So if you have the Marvel app and you've never read it, totally get over there and read it. Just check it out. 7 issues. It's an incredibly long series of issues that is the Ultimate Spider-Man run, but we're just talking about the first 7, and then the girls are going to be there to talk about it because they are big Ultimate Spider-Man fans. They do like the Ultimate Spider-Man, right? Big fans. And Charlie's reading volume 7 over there. She's going way beyond 7 issues. She's in now 7 volumes.
6.
Were you going for something at the back? I mean, it's eclectic. I just did a little bit of everything. I just put some stuff up. I got a new Wonder Woman issue right here, Boland cover. So I thought I'd put it up. And then I knew I was going to be talking to Rodney Barnes. So I put a bunch of Rodney Barnes books behind me. It's kind of a mess. I know. The Winter Olympics is coming on Monday. So be ready for some Comic Gories excitement. Indie comic book fans should have a lot of fun checking that out.
Did the actual Olympics start yet?
Ultimate Spider-Man, one of the only comic book series my wife was addicted to. There you go. Then you better make sure she's over on No Good Comics for that. What?
Did the actual Olympics start?
Yes, the actual last night while we were at the restaurant with Pop Pop, we could see curling happening in the background. You know, where they slide
all the way across the ice.
The little rocks.
Across the ice?
Yeah, on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the better Winter Olympics for me. I like curling just because it's ridiculous.
Gymnastics isn't in the winter.
No, they have figure skating instead. It's the figure skating stuff. That's the
Winter Olympics.
So again, at 4:00 Eastern, Ultimate Spider-Man. 7:00 Eastern, Philadelphia on Dan the Comic Chop News Channel. Tomorrow, D&D. Over on JP Budget Collecting. There he is. He's right there. There he is. And then Monday back on my channel for more Olympics. Some Olympic goodness. Hey, Brett's here. What's going on? Good. And then Promiscuous Time Travel. I know he's getting stronger. Got to do it. Ooh, 4-color commentary likes the ski jump. I'm not a huge Olympics fan, but I can enjoy it. I can enjoy it and watch it. I like Comic Gories Olympics way better. I want to see Promiscuous Time Traveler showing us some great indie books because he's looking for that gold medal, just like Unruly Simeon has the gold medal for the Summer Olympics. He wants the winter one. So there you go. Be ready for that.
So it's the Summer and Winter Olympics.
Yeah, on Comic Gories. Yeah, I was just doing silliness. Just came up with some fun ideas. Lady Fantastic says, remember when they had first put curling in the Olympics? I was in college. We smoked the devil's lettuce and then watched curling with great intrigue. There you go. Rocky theme plays, right? The contestants for the indie medley are Hialeah Comic Bro, I Got Issues, Promiscuous Time Traveler, and D Comic Queen, Natalie. Boom. I remembered all of them, JP. Trying to test me. I knew you were trying to mess with me. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you have a great weekend, Ariel. You and Simon for the super chats. Thank you so much. I appreciate the two of you for doing that. You didn't have to do that. So very kind of you.
Thank you.
Curling is simply the best Olympic sport. Duh. There you go.
What is curling?
It's the one when you slide the big rock across the ice, and there's the guys with the brooms trying to like make a path for it, and you block things.
It doesn't matter.
You've seen it, you just don't remember it.
It's like
If there was
pool
a
on
Comic
ice.
Man Andy, I Talk Saga, our new episode premieres soon. Oh, be ready for Saga fans, which means you're not getting Gore Vidal over there.
Mhm.
Tony Lewis, what is going on, man? We are heading out. I've got some comics to read to make sure I'm ready for Philadelphia Talk tonight. I'm fully ready for Ultimate Spider-Man, and that's my day. That's my day. I got laundry to do as well, so fun stuff. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out with us. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on several channels later tonight. Bye.